It's a god-awful small affair to a girl with a mousy head, and her mommy is yelling no, and her daddy has told her to go, but her friends are nowhere to be seen as she walks through her sunken dream to the seat with the clearest view, and she's hooked to the silver screen. But the film is a saddening bore, 'cause she's lived it 10 times or more. It's about to be lived again, as they ask her to focus on sailors fighting in the dance hall. Oh man, look at those sailors go. It's the freakiest show. Take a look at the lawman beating up the wrong guy. Oh man, wonder if he'll ever know he's in the best-selling show. Is there life on? Tortured brown, Mickey Mouse has grown up a cow, and the workers have struck for fine, 'cause Lennon's on sale again. See the mice in their million hordes, from Ibiza to the Norfolk Broad, Rule Britannia the clowns, to my mother, my dog and clowns. But the film is a saddening bore, 'cause I wrote it 10 times or more. It's about to be read again, as I ask you to focus on sailors fighting in the dance hall. Oh man, look at those cavemen go. It's the freakiest show. Take a look at the man beating up the wrong guy. Oh man, wonder if he'll ever know he's in the best-selling show. Is there life on?
We're still live backstage at Net 8 here at Wembley, and we've been talking quite a lot about the quality of the guests that are on the bill tonight, but I tell you what, they don't come much bigger than our next guest. David Bowie, welcome to our beautiful backstage area.
Lovely to meet you.
We've been discussing about, it's almost kind of Warhol-esque, do you think, the thing we've gone for here?
Yeah, I like it. Funnily, you have a chair at the back of the set that I actually used on the Hours cover.
That's not the actual one, tell me.
I don't know, it might be the actual one, actually. Is there a cigarette stain on the foot there? Yeah, that's the actual one there.
David was here, maybe.
Yeah, David burnt this.
Now listen, I have to say, and both myself and Gail are guilty of this, we didn't get a chance to see any of your set. We've been
Nor did I. I didn't see a thing. There's too many people in the room.
What was it like being back? I mean, obviously you played here before.
No, it was a great crowd, really nice. I felt really at home immediately. I walked out. It was smashing. Couldn't be better. Couldn't be better. Thank you.
How important is this event to you?
Thank you very much.
Oh. Yeah, this event, how important is it to you? I mean, How did you get involved in all of it?
Well, funnily enough, it was Bono that called me on it a year ago. He said something was going to happen, but everything kind of fell to pieces. And then he told me a few weeks ago that they'd been able to resuscitate everything, and they were going to do it through the internet. They were going to hold a big thing in Berlin, I think, last year, but it kind of went down the tubes. And when they dragged it back up to be an internet vehicle, because I said yes to last year, but it didn't come off. So I said, well, OK, take a rain check, I'll do it whenever it comes off. So I've been sort of hanging around for it for about a year. Hello, Mum.
But you were, I guess it's fair to say you were kind of an internet pioneer, weren't you, really, back in the 80s? I mean, you were one of the
1983 we started, which really was a long time ago.
And you were doing, my memory's not great, and I was only 13, but when you're emailing...
We had electronic mail in 83, and then by 87, 88, I had the first artist news group up, which is over 11 years ago, a really long time ago. So I've been fooling around with the internet for a really long time. I mean, I always thought it always was going to be the next revolution, as far as I was concerned.
And now there's this thing that you've set up, BowieNet.
Yes, BowieNet.
What's BowieNet about?
BowieNet.
BowieNet.
You're from Scotland, right?
Yes, so I'm allowed to
How do you pronounce it in Scotland?
What, we'd say Bowie.
Bowie.
Yes, Bowie.
There you are, BowieNet.
Yeah.
BowieNet.
Yeah.
BowieNet.
When my son was very, very little, he used to call Rebel, Rebel, Wobble, Wobble.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know, it just reminded me, BowieNet, Wobble. Bowie, do that Wobble, Wobble. Sorry, what you were saying?
What's it all about?
Yeah, is it an
It's an
ISP?
Yeah, it's an ISP. And we started a year ago now. The idea was to create a company, which I'm co-founder of, that actually has ISPs for loyal groups of people who are loyal to one specific thing. We also run the Yankees, you know, the Yankees baseball team. We run their site as well. So people who like the Yankees have the Yankee site as their ISP. So it's their gateway to the internet. And Bowie fans use BowieNet as their ISP. So that's kind of that's our job.
Right.
That's the work we do. And it was a company that I've, had an idea on for me for quite a long time. We got on with it last year, and it's doing very well indeed.
Right.
It's quite a major player in terms of ISP companies.
Right. And how does the internet affect what's going on here tonight? I'm still kind of unsure as to...
Well, I think it's about access to concerns and organisations that you feel you have empathy with. I mean, the one thing, it's like a pool of resources. You can go to NetAid, and that will be almost like a home base for virtually any kind of organisation that you feel, I'd like to know more about this kind of charity, I'd like to know what I could do, is there any work I could do for Africa, for instance, or could I do something in the Middle East, or are there any operations that I can get involved in that I feel as though I have some empathy with? And from there you can strike out, find all the information, all the contacts, ways of giving, the kinds of work that are needed, like that. So it's like a home base. And the best draw of the internet is that once you feel established with a home base, you have the motivation to keep on getting on every night and going into it, because it's addictive, you know. So it's a good call, using the internet for these purposes. That's where the addiction actually works for the positive.
Oh.
I've heard it's addictive anyway. I don't know.
Because we actually missed your set this evening,
Yes.
We're going to play one of your tracks. Is there any particular track that you would love to see back?
Well, obviously, I'm going to say that I like the song called Survive, because it's a new song and it's among my favourites at the moment. So it's the second song in, just after the piano one, so I'd like to see that, Survive.
Well, just for you,
I'm
we shall
now.
have a look at Survive.
Oh, look at the monitor.
Oh my naked eyes, I should have kept you, I should have tried, I should have been a wiser kind of guy. I missed you. Give me wings, give me space, give me money for a change of pace. Those noisy rooms and passion pants, I loved you. Where's the morning in my life? Where's the the sense in staying right? Who said time is on my side? I don't got ears and eyes and nothing in my life, but I'll survive your naked eyes. I'll survive. Mistake I never made. I never lied to you. I hate it when you lied. But I'll survive your naked eyes. I'll survive. Beetle boys, all snowy white, razzle dazzle clubs every night. I really wish I'd said Valentine, I loved you. But I'll survive your naked eyes. I'll survive. I'll survive your naked eyes. I'll survive. I'll survive your naked eyes. I'll survive. I'll survive. I'll survive.
The legendary David Bowie there, performing earlier on this evening at Wembley for Netted. And this is the very chair that he was talking about, which he used, well, I don't know if it's the exact same chair, but very similar to this one he used on the front cover of his new album, Hours. Isn't that right, Jamie?
Yeah, don't get too comfy, though.
I'm getting very comfy, because it's getting quite late now. It's 2:25.
We've still got half an hour to go
right.
on the show. But thanks very much for staying up with us back home. Over in New York at the moment, they're live. They're actually setting up the stage for Sting's performance, which we'll be able